I'm back. I just wanted to get on here real quick. This wasn't planned. I had made a couple videos about what I'm talking about today, but I didn't like any of them, so I'm gonna redo it real quick. Um, so I've been focusing a lot of my energy and thoughts on the homeless problem because we have a big one where I live, and less than nothing is being done, especially by the city. They say they have a homeless task force. I've never seen one. I've never seen it, never seen them. Um, so I've been working on like really defining homelessness and what it really is because it looks much different from a car than when you walk down the street and have to walk through it and actually interact with these people. It's very different when you're forced to interact with these people when you have to walk down the street and walk through it, which is what I do. I have to walk through it every day. So, what I wanted to kind of, I don't want to say fix, but what I wanted to set straight was how, and like I said before, I come from Hanover, which is like a rich, middle class, white town, and not only do we not have homeless, but we're told to stay away from them and that they're all drunks and useless human beings. They're not even human beings. We're told to stay away from them. So, I know. I know. Anyways, so I just wanted to start this video. Well, this video is going to be about how, sorry, my bracelet. People call them lazy. They call the homeless lazy, which is so funny because it's just not true. So being homeless is extremely difficult. Not only do you have to change the way you think about life and living, but you have to obviously adjust physically. So imagine having to wake up in a tent or wake up on the ground. So you wake up, it's 20 degrees out because that just happened for a couple of days and we had a couple of bad storms. So imagine it's 20 degrees out. Imagine it's snowing and you're outside laying in it. You have to get up, and what's the first thing most people do when they wake up? Use the bathroom. These people have to go into the woods, pull their pants down in 20-degree weather. Next cold day, go in your backyard, pull your pants down, and see how it feels, because it doesn't feel good. You know when it's really cold and you go to sit on the toilet and it's fucking freezing? It's like that, but your whole body, and it's worse. So they have to go into the woods, pull their pants down, and not only do they have to become like uncivilized and either go in a bucket or go on the ground, yeah, you have to become uncivilized just to do it. It's so bad. It's not You're not just getting up and going to the bathroom in the woods. It's a whole mental thing connected to it. It is so degrading and just shameful, and uncomfortable. So, first thing you gotta do when you wake up is go to the bathroom. And if you're dope sick, that's the worst thing in the world. Oh my god, I can't imagine being dope sick out in the woods, dude. I cannot. I cannot. Imagine having diarrhea in the woods. Oh, it's so bad. So you wake up, you have to use the bathroom, and if you're dope sick, it's probably diarrhea and it hurts and it's uncomfortable. And then you have to, if you're a normal person, you have to find food. If you're not, you have to find drugs so you're not sick. So then that whole thing starts. Now, there's churches and like little stores that you can buy stuff from, and like a lot of them do have food stamps, but like honestly a lot of them sell them, Or like, if you're dope sick, let's go back to that. Um, if you're dope sick, you have to. Oh, it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. Standing out in the cold, begging for money, standing up for like a couple of hours, like trying to come up with enough money just to get off E. It's so painful. It's not easy. Everything that you have to do that's simple in a house is complicated. Like nothing is easy. So getting up to the bathroom's hard. Then you have to either eat or get drugs, and that's really hard depending on which one you do. Then you have to do the drugs, and then it's off from there. It's just about staying not sick for the rest of the day. So sometimes that includes sleeping with dirty, nasty old men for money, which is not easy. Sometimes it includes getting raped. Sometimes it includes overdosing. Sometimes it includes a lot of things. Um, Trying to stay not sick all day. That's it. Just trying to come up with money with nothing. You have absolutely nothing. And you have to walk everywhere. Everywhere you go, you have to walk. You know those days when you call out of work and you're in bed and you cannot get up and you have to have your husband take care of the kids? Like, imagine having to walk all day feeling like that. That's my biggest issue, is that they have nowhere to rest when they're really not feeling well. So there's a church. Actually, I got some of it on film. That's going to be my next video. There's a church that they kind of use as a day center, and like they'll put little mattresses around the outside of the table so people can lay down, but you have no privacy. I don't think they have blankets or pillows. Like, it's just, the whole thing's bare. So, on top of trying to get drugs, you also have to get food in there at some point, too. So, that includes walking up to the church, usually, or going to the store, and you never get enough, and it's never healthy. Unless you go to the church, it's actually pretty good, but it's not every day. And it's only at certain times, so if you miss it, you miss it. And time is super valuable because everything takes so long. So if you're not constantly looking for drugs or trying to make money, then you're gonna miss out on getting more drugs. If you go try to get food, like, that takes time away from getting more drugs, and that means you're gonna be sick sooner. So you have to make a decision, like, because everything takes so long. It's just not easy. Nothing is. Like, you can't get comfortable. And where we live, like, there's no stores. Like, Walmart's so far. Like, it's only grocery stores and food stores. Like, you can't go buy blankets. There's nowhere to buy blankets downtown around the homeless community. And if you wanted to order offline, a lot of them don't have debit cards, or they don't have addresses to send it to. So they go without clothes and blankets unless it's donated, usually. But they're sparse. Just having to eat once a day is hard. Bathing's almost impossible unless you have a friend who has a shower you can use. If you don't live in the shelter, like, there's no running water anywhere. Like, the only time you can shower is they have this huge trailer that has showers in it. They have a bathing shower. They also have like a little, a fucking shower trailer, and then they also have a little medical trailer too, which is pretty cool. But it's not enough. Like, it doesn't come around enough, you know? Like, why not be the best of the best, or the first? Why not offer the homeless the best out here and give them the most and see what happens? Be the first to do that. It's really not easy. Every single thing that we do as people, like going to the bathroom, washing our hands even, you'd have to go all the way to the library probably, or Dunkin' Donuts, and use their bathroom. And that's probably how they keep clean. They wash their face and bodies in the sinks in the library or Dunkin' Donuts down the street. No privacy ever. Ever. Which means you could become a target pretty easily. When doing the bare minimum, like sleeping, eating, and going to the bathroom and keeping clean is as hard as it is when you're homeless. It's like, imagine how hard it is to get out of that hole. Like, you barely have enough time to not be sick during the day. Like, how could you possibly find time to get better, to get a job, to get, like, job is first, of course, every time. Like, there's no way you can work because you need money for work too. Like, you need to be able to eat during work. And these people, I've seen a lot of people that aren't drug addicts that do work at the shelter. They live in the shelter and then they go to work. Like, I've seen a lot of them go without food during the workday and just power through it. Like, it's hard to get out of that hole because it's so exhausting just to survive the streets. Like, it's not laziness, it's exhaustion. Legit, straight up exhaustion, especially because if you sleep, even in the shelter, it's like barracks. Like, you can't get deep sleep because you're always on the lookout. You're always like, is my stuff getting stolen? Am I going to get hurt? Am I going to get beat? Am I going to get raped? Like, a couple, every year, someone gets beat to death in the park. Like, they're not lazy. Like, they're not lazy. It's taken me so much time, 4 years, to be able to hold a job, to be able to be a good mom, to be able to run a household, to be able to do all that. It took me 4 years of intense work, like, a lot of work. Like, these people need time and patience. Like, they're not lazy. They need time and patience. See what they'll do with it. It's just bothering me. People are calling these people lazy. Just trying to survive is a battle every single day. Trying to survive is a battle every single day. Like, they don't have a fridge they can get up and go to. They don't have a microwave. They don't have a stove. Like, they don't have a bathroom they can get up and go to, get in the shower, like, and go to work. Like, it's just, everything's hard and everything takes a wicked long time, especially because they walk. We give them the bare minimum and expect them to do something with it. Like, how do you not give someone enough and then expect them to do well? Like, you have to give these people enough. Like, so you spread what you have very thin. So, okay, so you give someone a little bit and it's not going to be enough to get them up and into work. So they're not going to be able to produce or refund that money. Like, they're not going to be able to contribute if it's not enough. So you give them more so that they can contribute and get well, and then you'll get much more on the return. Like, I don't understand why they don't get that. I'm gonna put a fucking graphic up in this bitch somewhere, I swear. I'm just rambling at this point. It's basically the same shit over and over again. I think I pretty much made my point. The homeless aren't lazy, period. Stop fucking calling them lazy because they're not. You go do it. I would love to see all these people that talk shit go be homeless for a week and see what happens. They can't eat or sleep right. How well do you function when you can't eat or sleep right? I ask. Okay, what else? So I was able to get some footage of the church and around the church that I'm talking about. That it's kind of like a day center and stuff. But I'm gonna blur the people out because I don't want to like piss anyone off. But that's my next one. That's my next project, is showing you what it's like on the street. I showed you like what it looks like, but like you need to see it in action. Not only that, but there's a few people that are gonna let me interview them. So, much more to come. Thank you for everyone that has stuck around. And be nice to everybody. Be nice to yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your kids. Love yourself. Love everybody. And be good. Thank you.